in any city, in any country. Go to any mental institution or halfway house, and you can get yourself to. When you reach the front desk, ask to visit someone who calls himself the holder of the end. Should a look of a childlike fear come over the worker's face, it will then be taken to a cell in the building. It will be in a deep, hidden section of the building. All you will hear is the sound of someone talking to themselves echo the halls. It is in a language that you will not understand, but your very soul will feel unspeakable fear. Should the talking stop at any time, stop and quickly say aloud, "I'm just passing through. I wish to talk." If you still hear silence, flee, leave. Do not stop for anything. Do not go home. Don't stay at an inn. Just keep moving and sleep where your body drops. You will know in the morning if you've escaped. If the voice in the hall comes back after you utter those words, continue on. Upon reaching a cell, all you will see is a windowless room with the person in the corner, speaking unknown language and cradling something. The person will only respond to one question. What happens when they all come together? The person will then stare into your eyes and answer your question in horrifying detail. Many go mad in that very cell. Some disappear soon after the meeting, and a few end their lives. But most do the worst thing and look upon the object in the person's hand. You will want to as well. Be warned that if you do so, your death will be one of cruelty and unrelenting horror. Your death will be in that room by that person's hands. That object is one of 538. They must never come together. Never. In any city, in any country, go to any mental institution or halfway house you can get yourself to. When you reach the front desk, ask the clerk for permission to visit someone who calls herself the holder of the beginning. A small smile will work its way over their mouth, almost as if to say, "You fool." You will then be taken down a long hallway, long enough that you will expect it to lead outside of the building. Yet in clear violation of the laws of space and physics, it instead leads you deep into the heart of the institution. The hall will be forever silent. Even if you try to make noise, screams will die before leaving your mouth, and footsteps will be muffled. In lieu of speech, your guide will simply point to a door. Beyond it lies a cozy room, filled with a pleasant, yet unidentifiable perfume. At the room's center, a beautiful woman holds her empty arms as if cradling something. This room will remain just as silent as the hallway that led to it, until you ask a singular question. Why were they separated? Why were they separated? The woman will then explain, in excruciating detail, every horrific event in history, every beating, every war, every rape, every killing. No travesty in the history of the universe will escape your ears. When she finishes, all will fall silent, and you will be free to leave. It is up to you to do what you will with this information. That woman is Object 2 of 538. It is up to you if they should be joined or not. In any city, in any country, go to any mental institution or halfway house before you can get yourself to. When you reach the front desk, ask to visit someone who calls himself the holder of eternity. A sigh might escape the workers. They look upon you with the utmost pity. They will take you down a flight of stairs that you might expect to lead to a basement. They don't. As you press deeper and deeper into the underbelly of the institution, you'll begin to hear a chorus of screams. At first it will be barely audible, as if originating from a point of great distance away. But as you approach the end of the hallway, the screams will grow clearer and more thunderous until they drone so loudly as to consume all other noises. The din will quickly become so painful that you will feel the unrelenting urge to claw your own ears to escape it. Resist this impulse. The worker, stoically enduring the cacophony, will show you a door. As swiftly as they can, they will unlock it and run, leaving you alone in this cramped, dark hallway. This will be your last chance to run. If you decide to continue, open the door. The piercing wail will then end abruptly, leaving your ears ringing. The room you will enter will be coated in the almost tangible darkness that consumes all but the far wall. Maniculed to that wall is an immaculate figure covered in raw lashes. He will stare directly at you with a maniacal grin plastered onto his face, seemingly undisturbed by his festering wounds and a scalpel rammed into his chest. The only way to save yourself from this man's dark design is to ask who created them. He will cackle in a manner befitting the death throes of an animal. Before responding, his will be the most horrific tale you have ever heard. Beyond such primitive concepts as pain and death, it will delve deep into the very essence of evil. Those of weak mind would go mad hearing it. When he finishes, it will be up to you to release this man from his terrible burden. Remove the scalpel, and he will shudder once again in agony before falling silent forever. That scalpel is object 3 of 538. It is up to you if the rest should be protected or destroyed. Goodbye, everybody. Hope you enjoyed my freaking video. Kill yourself.